Someone calling your phone. Itu. Alright, boys. I think I just saw that. Pa, here an eagle.
on the aviator $100 hamburger. The Aviators is made possible by Xeon's BCAS XRX, the first ever portable collision avoidance system with direction. The XRX shows traffic information on its screen or on a wide. Curtis and Jeff gave us a rare peek behind the cockpit door of a commercial airliner. It may not have been a real commercial jet cockpit, but Jeff was in a very accurate next-generation Boeing 737 simulator. In fact, this is a sim that gives anyone the chance to grab the controls of a simulated airliner. Slavko Boris, one of the owners of Horizon Aviation, set out to give non-pilots and private pilots alike that opportunity. Horizon opened up one of the first public access airline simulators, giving anyone an opportunity to see what it's like to fly a Boeing 737.
We really have a wide range of people using the facilities, anyone from general public, kids and their fathers, and right up to seniors. engineers and zero experience in flying, right up to airline pilots and private pilots and those kinds of people. People don't get to see what goes on behind the cockpit door anymore. People want to see how things work. Everybody always wants to know how airplanes work. So this is their chance to sit in the captain's seat and see how things work.
So with the general public coming through here, who is Slauco found picks up flying the 737 the quickest?
Well, we have had pilots here as young as 11, so that's normally where we start off, is from the ages of 11, and they get the hang of this quite quickly. They generally pick up on this because they have their video game experiences and their computer game experiences, and so this becomes second nature to them. It's their dads who have a hard time.
Kids? Really? Does cockpit design and technology become so simple that even a kid can land an airliner? Is this the future? Fleets of aircraft flown by kids who learned everything from...
Each aircraft has a different perspective, which is why it may take a while to learn. If you don't get it right, you may end up gaining altitude or having to go around. When actually flaring the aircraft, you'll see that the flare is very slight. It's only actually a few degrees up.
Will read out their height above ground. Now, when it calls out
50.
you will already be over runway tarmac, making the readout very accurate, and from that point on, it's more or less a countdown to the point where you reduce your sink rate, or better known as the brake, and start your flare. That point on is more or less a countdown to the point where you reduce your sink rate, or better known as the brake, and start your flare. The flare should be initiated at 20 feet on the Airbus A320, and the famous call out
Retard.
will remind you to retard your thrust levers to the idle power. Haha, yes, very funny, the Airbus calls the pilot a retard. That joke is getting really old. No matter if you're flying with the autothrust engaged or manually, it will always remind you, or in some cases advise you, to pull back the thrust levers. The Airbus A320 family is equipped with two radio altimeters, one for the captain's primary flight display and another one for the co-pilot side. In case that one radio altimeter fails, both flight displays will indicate the height of the remaining one. But in that case, the aircraft would be reduced in its landing capability down to Cat 2, which would make an automatic landing of the aircraft not possible. But more about the auto landing, the ILS category.
Chicken curry? Huh? Curry. Yeah.
Videos. So as you can see, it is a great help when it comes to landing and flaring the aircraft just before touchdown, and it's very reliable. I haven't had a flight yet where the radio altimeter was inoperative or failed during approach. By the way, the synthetic voice comes out of the loudspeaker fitted closely to the primary flight display, and it overrides the volume control even if the speaker is turned off. I hope you enjoyed the short little video today about the radio altimeter. Make sure to subscribe my channel for more detailed videos in the future and spread the word. Thank you much for your time. Wishing you all the best. Your Captain Joe. Now you might ask why.
Okay, use the top left button in the left hand corner, upper left, to insert the QNH.
Okay. Dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be answering one of the most asked passenger question: can a passenger land a plane? So Caroline is going to be performing the flight today. So Caroline, tell us a little something about you.
Well, I'm definitely not a pilot.
Okay, so let's do this.
1383, runway 27 for takeoff.
Pa? Can I have Milo?
Dear friends and followers, today we're going to be talking about what is reverse thrust and when do we use it.
1383, runway 27, clear takeoff.
Dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel and to a quick video about why do you sometimes see airplanes taxiing through water fountains at airports, and how does that relate to ships and Salt Lake City International Airport, and what is so different in this video right here. So let's fire up those water pumps and let's get started.
On 524, wind 190 degrees, 8 knots. We're all watching, runway 19, clear to land.
Now maybe you've seen such a rare event whilst waiting at the airport terminal. Now an airplane is taxiing towards or from the gate in between two fire trucks which suddenly start spraying water and create an arc for the plane to taxi through. What's up with that? In the earlier days when ocean liners were inaugurated for their first trip overseas, fireboats would line up and use their cannons to spray an arc over or near the boat to signalize and congratulate its maiden voyage. The same ceremony was then performed when they arrived at ports for the first time, adding the new destination to their route network. So you see, the water salute is not unique to airplanes, it's actually the mariners who started it all. So in the 1990s, Salt Lake City International Airport started saluting retiring Delta airline pilots with a farewell water salute, which then became common practice. So rumors say that's where all the water spraying started. But there's a little more to it than just a beautiful water arc followed by a rainbow. Now, to create the arc, you need two very powerful aircraft rescue firefighting trucks, a taxiway wide enough to place a truck on either side of the plane. Consider wind speed and direction, as you do not want to drench boarding passengers at a nearby parked low-cost airline. And obviously, everything needs to be coordinated with ATC. Now, once everything is set up, the firefighters wait for the arriving plane and listen via ATC for their signal to shoot roughly 3,000 gallons of water over the plane. Now, you immediately think, what a waste of water. Well, you have to see the benefit of this action. Now, luckily, firefighters only rarely have to use the water cannons of their rescue trucks, and therefore it's good practice to test the equipment now and then to ensure everything is working properly. Now, all this excitement, but what for? Now, there are many occasions for a water salute or a so-called shower of affection. Now, for example, airlines which have added a new destination to their route network get welcomed by the airport with a water salute. Now, here you can hear the KLM captain of an Airbus A330 addressing his passengers that they will be greeted by the fire brigade as this is their first flight to Edmonton, Canada.
As this is our first arrival at Edmonton Airport, we will be greeted by the fire brigade with a so-called shower of affection.
It's good practice.
No, my stupid stream.